House of Underdog talk, man. House of Underdog pod, man. You know, we jumping straight in. We ain't trying to stick our toes in and see if the water cold tonight. It's kind of in the NBA range. I mean, ain't no kind of. It is in the NBA range. It's the NBA we're talking about in this video. But I'm going to let the clip of Rich Paul. If you don't know who Rich Paul is LeBron's agent, a couple other athletes' agent as well, but, you know, everybody know LeBron. So, LeBron's agent, the founder of Clutch Sports. So, I'm going to give my insights after the clip.
Luka's pick and roll partner and not do too much. And
Well, that's not on him. I mean, sitting in the corner is not going to do much. But, yeah, I think, you know, in order, like, I personally don't think the Lakers are good enough to be contenders right now. Not right now.
When you say contenders, what do you mean?
I don't think they have enough to get to the Western Conference final. I don't think they have enough to get to really contend from that perspective.
So
right
OKC is in a class by themselves.
Very much
They
so.
won 1 million games last year. They won the title. They have one loss and 23-1 now? Can't keep
I stopped
up.
counting.
Right, like,
Yeah.
so it's crazy.
They're good. They're really good.
And I always thought, even last year, it's like, wait, they're this good and they're going to get Chet Holmgren at a certain point? Like, that's a lot, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot. And here they are, they're rolling. Now they're confident because they just won the championship. They're maturing. They're getting better. So, okay, put them aside for a second. You think the Lakers don't fit in with the rest of the pack? They got the second best record in the conference.
Yeah, but we've seen that before. That doesn't mean anything. I think when you look, we've seen it, right? We've seen when you have the talent up top that they have, those guys can win games.
LeBron
Right.
and Luka.
But also, Austin's
And
played
Austin
very well
Reeves,
this
yeah,
year. He's
absolutely.
taken a step. But then things start to really, when you come to back half of the season, where guys are really, now they have their conditioning,
They're scouting you
get in the
different. They're
rhythm,
preparing
scouting
for you
different.
more. Yeah.
It's one thing. Then when you go into the playoffs, we seen last year, they ran into athleticism and length. They struggled. So when you look at it now, athleticism, length, shooting, speed, right? Because now, can the Lakers play fast? I don't think so. And style of play. You can't, you know, that style of play is going to be very easy to guard
But
when you
who
get
do
to
they
the
not
playoffs.
fit in with other than OKC?
Well, I mean,
Denver?
Denver's, no. They're not a better team
Houston?
than Denver. Athletes.
I think they fit in with, look, ideally Austin Reeves, and who knows what happens by the playoffs, is Ginobili, right? In an ideal world,
On a championship
on
team?
a championship team, he's the killer sixth man, right?
Yeah. But
That's
he's
not
paid,
this.
But he's paid as a starter.
He's paid. I get it.
Yeah.
So it makes it harder.
Yeah.
Right?
No, what I'm saying is Ginobili was paid as a starter. He
Sure,
just
but in
was a
this
sixth
day
man.
and age, if you're paid the way he's about to get paid,
But
it's
let me
harder
ask you
to
this
make
question.
you a sixth man.
Going back to the championship organization versus an organization with championships. The Spurs,
On the Spurs, he'd be the sixth man, right?
Right.
Especially back in the day.
Spurs made that decision. And you know what Ginobili did?
Went
He
along with
embraced it.
Right.
Right. And how many championships they win? 5.
Yeah.
It's those type of decisions to be made. Again, not getting enamored with all the other things. But I just don't, I think there's a couple things to be made, changes to be made in the short and the long. In the short, I'm putting LeBron as the screener because no offense to Ayton or Jackson Hayes, they're just not the decision maker coming out of the pick and roll.
It makes it hard. If you have Luka and LeBron in those
This is
roles,
what I'm saying.
because LeBron is overqualified for that role.
But now all you need in that case, we've seen it, the guy in the dunker spot and then the guy in the short corner, if they make shots, then you're very tough to beat. Now, some teams may just switch it, but it depends on who's guarding. You have to have 2 really good defenders on your team in order to just switch a LeBron and Luka pick and roll.
So as currently constructed, you don't love the Lakers' chances.
No.
Now, what Rich Paul said, I don't disagree. I somewhat agree to be honest, quite frankly. Because to me, still, the Lakers don't have depth, to be honest. You know what I mean? And if you don't know by now, bro, regular season and playoffs is two different ball games. It's two different things, for real. So seeding, all you got, man, just get in there. You know what I mean? Just, you trying to get that top 6. I mean, if you're a playing team, you trying to, you know, win that game or win those 2 games. You see what I'm saying? So, like last year, how they ran into Minnesota, like, it wouldn't be different. Would it be any different this year if they ran into Minnesota? I mean, they got 4-1 last year. Game 2, Game 4, and Game 5 could have went either way. But again, they got 4-1. I remember one game, I don't even think J.J. Redick played his bench in the second half, if I'm not mistaken. Like, it might have been Game 4. But so it's like, okay, if you look at the team now, like, Austin Reeves took a big leap. Hell yeah. All-star. If we being honest. All-star. Should be. You got Luka. Luka is Luka. Bron coming back, you know. Bron gonna be Bron, though. I mean, he coming back. He's still banged up, though. So, just the more he can be out there, the more his rhythm will get intact and be intact. You know, so it's like you got Gabe Vincent off the bench, Marcus Smart off the bench, Jake, you can go Jake. They don't even play Vando. I think Vando's so damn impactful. Like, he getting DNPs. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather you give him a DNP than garbage time minutes, though. So, you know, Vando's so impactful. I think the only thing that decreases his, you know, obviously these DNPs is his shot-making ability out the catch, but I think that's what the regular season is for. Put that battery in his back. You know, they giving you this shot 4 straight possessions. We're living with you shooting that 4 straight possessions. If you go 0 for 2 the first 2 and the space is there and they are forcing you to shoot that bitch. Luka got dimer in real life. Bron got dimer in real life. Austin Reeves got dimer on silver in real life. So it's like, I think Lake Show should put that battery in his back, man, shoot that bitch. Like, out the catch. Don't be hesitant. Don't, you know what I mean? That shit, because in the playoffs, when the game slow down and it's a half-court game, it's going to be there for Vando. But the thing is, he getting DNPs, you know, and they're winning. But again, it's regular season. Playoffs, bro, Vando going to be needed. His defense so impactful. Like, he can guard 1 through 4, anybody. Anybody, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's a 5. I don't, you know, some small ball liner is just not it. You feel me? Can he play the 5 against a Golden State? Yes, he can play the 5 against a Golden State. You know, you can't afford for him to play the 5 against a Denver with Jokic or Valanciunas. You can't really afford to play it against Sacramento, even though their record is what it is. It's a lot of teams that's Vando at the 5 won't work against a Houston, you know. So it's certain, but he's again, he can guard 1 through 4. He can guard the opposing team's best player, unless you're Jokic. I think you can put him on Sengun. The way Sengun plays the 4 now, majority, you know. But again, man, Vando defense is elite, bro. First team type of elite. First team all defense type of elite. So I think the Lakers could be better at putting that battery in his back, bro. Vando, even though the Lake Show winning, bro, If you know, bro. Playoffs is different, bro. You gonna need that shit, bro. And that's what the regular season is for, is to be able to knock down, and not just knock down, but shoot it. Because these same shots from game 1 through game 82 is going to be there these playoff games. So, I mean, Vando probably going to get traded. I think, again, what Rich Paul is saying to me, without him even saying it, just from seeing it, playoffs, you're going to need depth, bro. I think Vando with all these DNPs and probably Hachimura, I mean, to me, those are their only, like, valuable trading pieces, like, you know, if we're being honest, as far as what you will probably get back. You're not trading Austin. Brian got a no trade clause, so man, fuck what y'all talking about. So it's like, Rich Paul isn't wrong. I do think, again, I agree with Rich Paul. Brian could be the screener. Like, I'm gonna be real. Some players you just can't have, like, just be in a corner like that. Like, out of 10 possessions, 7 of them bitches, 6 of them bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got 4-1 last year, so you coming into this year, the roster, yeah, you made improvements, but you improved on defense more, say, but in the playoffs, like, I mean, you depending on Jake to probably be your best scoring option off the bench, I'm assuming. So, no, man, Jake tough, but I'm just saying, like, playoffs different against a team with depth. Like, you know, so, I don't know. I think the Lakers will have to make a move. And I think Hachimura and Vando will be those assets. So I agree with them. I don't think they contenders right now, but that ain't no, like, actual, so shouldn't be an actual, like, crazy surprise. We could just look at the 2 teams who made the finals last year. They had depth. You can look at a video I made earlier on my YouTube page. Shout out House of Underdogs, man. When I said, just, you know, go scroll. This like one of my first few videos. You'll see it. Might put the link down below. See what I'm saying? So, I agree with Rich Paul. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, they gotta make, you know, some moves short term and long term. But for short term, what we can speak on now this season, yeah, what I just said about the trade. So Rich Paul ain't off on his take. Now, do you want Rich Paul, an agent of one of your players, to be saying this on a podcast? Shit, you probably don't, but I mean, that's real what he said, though. I said what I said too, like, so, you know, it's a couple, like, OKC is just the team to beat, and I don't see nobody really beating them right now. So, you know, can you beat a healthy Houston? I don't think so. Can you beat a healthy Denver? Could go 7, but I don't know. You know? You'll give Golden State a great run for their money, but we're going to see what they're going to do with Kuminga. But that's a whole nother video. Minnesota, like I said, you know, earlier, like, would it be any different? 4-1, maybe 4-2 now? Like, I just think they got more depth than y'all, than the Lakers, and I fuck with the late show for sure. You know, there's some teams, bro. You know, you still got Dallas. Okay, what do they look like? What moves do they make? You know, are they gonna blow it up? Or if they don't blow it up, and Kai comes back, you know what I'm saying? J. Kidd gets his rotations intact. You know, I think Dallas will be right where they need to be. They don't battle early season adversity, things like that. So, and I think Dallas is a team with crazy depth. Not even gonna lie, like they 1 through 11, 1 through 12, like 1 through 11 though for sure. Goddamn, they're a deep team. I know the record don't show it right now, but so I mean, Rich not wrong. I said what I said, but they not too far off though. We talking about right now. Keyword right now. I don't think they contenders right now, which is a fact. We all know the trade deadline in February. Now, what can you do between right now and February's window to get this team to the contender boat? You're not, because you got, like he said, you got Luka, Bron, and AR's having a great season. So it's like, how much different are you from last year? Did you improve your scoring off the bench? You improved your defense. Hell yeah. Marcus Smart, Jacob is a 6'8", 3-and-D, but got a little shit to him for real. Like, you know what I mean? Ain't say what he said for no reason. So it's like, what can we do within this window to make this team a contender? Because all they need to be is a contender. All they need is that, you know, that depth, that, you know, a little bit, 2 more pieces, one more piece if you can get that. But it's like, come on now. Rich not wrong. Shout out Rich Paul. Yeah, the people who don't agree with, you know, him saying it, can see the agent and stuff, I can see what you're saying, but man, you gotta love it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like, refreshing. It show like he ain't necessarily just, and it shows like he really know about the game. Like, he ain't just no agent who trying to, nah, he in tune too with the game though. Like, he's seeing, yeah, this could benefit Bron. Yeah, I ain't even got to say that, but this could benefit the Lakers team too though. Like, y'all, yeah, y'all got Luka, yeah, y'all got Bron, yeah, y'all got AR, but hey, y'all ain't even in the contender boat for real. Right now, though, right now. Y'all know y'all got the February to make this team give it what it need. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't got a better roster than Minnesota. Like, Houston, you see what Houston just did this offseason, and you see what we did. You know what I mean? Come on, man. House of Underdog talk, man. House of Underdog pod, man. Stay tuned. Shout out Rich, too, man.